raw, uncomfortable truth is how we grow.
I'm not to help you become the very best version of yourself. I lacked the ability to do it, but I also had this issue of not being excited about slow behavior.
And eating. Also, I was just on the verge of having major health issues because
this is definitely time for a change in my life. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tanya. I'm 16 years old and recently I realized that I'm completely stamped, so that I decided to start everything from a blank slate. And this is a second video from my Glow Up Diaries project. So here you may get this useful motivation to step up your personal game. And I want to repeat that I'm not a native English speaker. My native language is Ukrainian, so I'm really sorry about my future mistakes. And if you're really interested in this topic, continue watching this video. So let's begin with a daily routine, because I think daily routine, this is a core that exerts a huge impact on our productivity, so that in our results.
Actually, there are a lot of videos on YouTube about morning routine.
And my favorite of them, this is a Mariana Connor's video about why your morning routine isn't working, and in this video I got really useful tips that I want to share with you for now. I suppose all of us dream about ideal morning routine, but the problem is that we pay too much attention to the morning and we attach too much importance to this simple first part of the day. And firstly, we plan 1000 cases for the morning and then we suffer that we couldn't fulfill them. I think the key to the successful morning routine, this is simplicity. You know, sometimes it happens that we just don't want to wake up early. And this is because we already know that we will face a lot of tasks that we have planned in the evening for ourselves. So that what if we did the task that we like, that bring us the pleasure in the morning? I think it will increase the chances of getting up early. So try to come up with activities that you like, that bring you the pleasure, and do them in the morning. Even if this is something not really good, for example, playing computer games, if you really like this activity, try to do that activity in the morning. It will increase the chances for you to get up early. Sometimes our morning routine feels unbearable because of the amount of the different tasks. Don't be so ambitious while you plan your morning routine. I think it's better to plan 2 tasks and actually fulfill them than plan a lot of tasks and don't do them at all. You know, sometimes this is so hard to keep this stable morning routine, especially for creative persons that are interested in different fields. And in this case, I really recommend you to have different tasks for different days, for different mornings. For example, on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, I usually have my English classes and workouts. Yet on Thursday, on Tuesday and on Saturday, I have my different online courses. And with Sunday, this is my rest day. And this is really so important. If you don't want to burn out, you should have one day when you shouldn't do something that you planned. So this is really important. Okay, after our daily routine, this is a time for studying or working. I wanted to concentrate on studying because I'm a student. And now, since we are all in the quarantine, I suppose, I want to share with you some tips for this quarantine education, because there are several problems with that kind of studying. So I wanted to share with you my personal thoughts, how to make your study on the quarantine more productive. So first and foremost, I want to show you my personal little plan. This is a timetable that I created on my own. The thing is, there are several subjects at school that I'm most interested in, and there are some subjects that I'm not interested in at all. So that I spend different amount of time for different subjects. So, and here I have my online courses. The thing is, I started online courses to improve not only my English skills but also some knowledge from different topics. And my attitudes toward these online courses is the same that I have towards my subjects at school, so that this is really important for me. And you know what, I don't have some special periods and time in my timetable because I didn't connect my subjects with the timelines. I just have the task for every day during the week, and I think this is enough. And the time when I could do these subjects, it doesn't matter at all. Actually, I recommend you to have your study routine at morning in the first half of the day, because I think this time our brain is more concentrated. So this is my first tip. The second thought that I want to share with you today is that I have different approaches for different subjects, you know. For example, we have a math, and the math is about a lot of practices so that I could use different formulas for solving different problems, so that I have my specific approach to learn the math. I'm looking for different problems in the internet, in the YouTube, and I try to solve as much problems as possible. And on the contrary, the biology, where you should study a lot of theory, so for biology I use the approach to read a lot of information, for example. Okay, the next, this is a Pomodoro technique, and I think this is one of the most useful techniques that you could apply while you are studying, because you could create your personal timelines for different subjects. And at the beginning of the quarantine, I didn't know about this technique, so that I just tried to do all my studying tasks for one studying session, and at the end of this session I always felt exhausted. It was not so good, and for now I try to create different timelines for different subjects. So for example, I'm studying the math for 15 minutes, then I have a little break for 5 minutes, and then I study, for example, biology for 15 minutes, and then again the break, and things like that. If you divide your studying session like that, you will have more concentration while you are studying, you will be more effective, so that you will get better results. So really important thing, and I really want you to try this. And the last tip about studying, this is using different tests all the time. The thing is, while we are reading something or even writing something down, we really try to remember this information and probably analyze something, but it's called passive studying. If you really want to remember some information, the thing that you should do is use this information to solve the problems, or when you have this critical moment, and you should use this information. So I think this is really crucial to be able to apply new knowledge to solve some problem or create something. Thanks to the internet, you could find different tests on various topics, and I think this is not a big deal.
And since this is Glow Up Diaries, I should talk with you about habit that I want to dispose of. And one of these habits is multitasking, really lousy habit. It does not allow us to concentrate, so I really want to dispose of it. You know, sometimes I get very stuck watching motivational videos and at the same time forget to use this motivation for work. But I solved the problem with one simple habit. One video equals 1 hour of work. Then the evening comes and I think it's time for creative activities. I'm not saying that it's necessarily to draw or write the book, although I have already tried to do this.
That's really beautiful.
You can study the language or, like me, prepare for the exams. I will take a Duolingo tests. I also sometimes write the plots of my videos in the evening. And recently I have even started to draw my personal illustration, and this is also kind of creative work, so that I do that in the evening. Before going to bed, I try not to take the phone in my hands, although sometimes it doesn't work. It's better to spend this time reading a book so that your eyes do not overexert themselves. Well, I still work on it. I hope you liked this Glow Up Diaries, and if this topic is interesting, don't forget to write about that in the comment down below. I really want to get my life together, and I think if I do everything right, I will get my first result very soon. So, see ya on the next video. Bye!